Today I'm going to show you how to complete ACNH very quickly. So let's get started. So obviously in this video I'm going to show you how to complete ACNH, or Animal Crossing New Horizons for long. When we're talking about beating this game, I really don't think that you can fully 100% it, because that can take 12 years. If you click the link in the description to a video that explains this, it came up before the actual game came out, so it might not be completely true, but that guy was saying it would take like 12 years to fully 100% this game. When I say beat the game, I sort of mean something a little bit different that's more reasonable for an actual person to do, that's not going to take 12 years of grinding. I made a list of some requirements to beating the game that I think we can probably all agree on. So the first one is to have your own house completely upgraded, like all the way. The next one is to fill in the museum with every single animal. The third one is to unlock every single crafting recipe. And the fourth one is to fill in the Critterpedia. The last requirement is that you have all of the buildings and they're all kind of in their upgraded form. So next I'm going to give you some instructions on how to complete these things without spending your entire life just grinding on this game. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is how to fully upgrade your house. So this one is just kind of really obvious why you need it to beat the game, because it's really like one of the main things that you have to do. So the first way that you can do this really easily is with the bell glitch, where you pretty much spin a table and you take off the bell at the same time as somebody spins the table. That one is pretty much cheating and you get super rich from it, so it's going to be so easy to pay off your loans. It's kind of not a good idea if you're looking to play the game honestly and without any cheats. The next one is kind of the same way. So what you can do is maybe grind up to get like a 30,000 or something like that. And then what you can do is put them in the Nookstop bank account thing, and then you can pretty much just skip the time to forward really far in the future, and all that interest will build up and you'll get, I think, almost 100,000 bells just from doing that. Something like that. And you'll get a lot of bells from doing that. So those are two methods to get bells really quickly, but they are cheating. So I kind of wouldn't recommend them, especially for me. I'm not going to be doing that. I'll play the game normally. I do have some other tips if you're working to honestly gain all of your bells and really work for them yourself. So I'm going to be making a video on this in the future that's going to be like a full video about how to make bells without cheating. I'll put that in an iCard once that video's out. But for now, I can give you some basic tips. So pretty much just fish for a long time with your inventory completely empty except for your basic tools like your fishing rod, and then once it's filled with fish, go to sell them all to the Nooklings, and that's going to get you quite a few bells, like more than you'd expect, but it really won't be enough to pay. I think it's 5 million total that you'll be paying on your house, so you'll have to work really hard at that. There's some other ways that you can get money. If you're not looking to cheat, then it will still take you quite a long time. The next one is to fill in your museum, and this is the same as filling in your Critterpedia. So pretty much what you'll want to do is once you catch something, if it's new in the Critterpedia, bring it to the museum and donate it there so that you'll be able to work on both at the exact same time, because they're really similar things. This one is probably one of the hardest things to do, because even though there isn't that many bugs or fish, you're going to have to play through the entire year to get them all, because they only spawn at certain times. So this might make you want to do time skips, and for me, I'm not going to do that either, because I don't want to do any cheating things like that. But a lot of people don't think time skips is cheating. I just personally do. If you think that's fine for when you play the game, then definitely go ahead and do that so you can get all the bugs. If you're not looking to time skip, you're going to have to play for an entire year because of the seasonal bugs and fish. I'm going to link articles in the description that are going to help you find more information on what type of fish you're looking for and what are the criteria for finding it. And that's going to be really helpful, because you're not going to really want to just guess when that fish is going to be there. You're definitely going to need to know exactly when it's there so you can find it. Some examples of this would be that the emperor butterfly only spawns between 5 p.m. and 8 a.m. June through September and December through March. So if you're looking for that to complete it, you're going to have to make sure you're in those criteria while you're looking for it. Some tips for actually getting through this big list of bugs that's going to take you forever to complete is to get a list of them. So you can find this on multiple different websites, and try to go in order as much as possible, and then just skip ones where you can't get the criteria and come back to them later. But try to do it in order and then kind of check them off. Or you could actually write it out on paper. That could help too, but that would be a long list, and then just check them off if you're really serious about getting this. My other tip is to be super intentional about getting all of these bugs, because you're probably going to be playing for years before you find all the bugs just naturally. You're going to want to find the bugs that you don't have and specifically go after them instead of just hoping you come across across it one day. The next criteria that I have tips for is to get all of the crafting recipes, and so these aren't really tips too much because they're kind of random how you get crafting recipes, but these are the ways that you're going to get them. So you should always remember these things and always try to act on it whenever you see it, just in case you get one of the recipes that you're missing that will help complete it. The first spot that you can find it is in the floating presents in the air. The second way is in the bottles that come up every single day from the ocean. The third way is from one of your villagers. And the fourth way is from redeeming Nook Miles. And the final way is when they're purchased from Nook's Cranny. So that's where you're going to be able to find the crafting recipes. The next thing that you'll have to do if you want to beat this game is to get all of the buildings. So this is probably going to come naturally with the game. If you're playing for an entire year, it's highly unlikely that you're not going to have every building already built. So this one I don't really have too many tips for. Just play the game. That's pretty much all. I will have in the description a link to an article that will tell you how to unlock pretty much all the shops, I think, and all the buildings. But there are other ones out there in case that one's missing one. So that one is pretty easy if you're going to be playing for a whole year anyway. Click right there to see my recent Let's Plays, and click right there to see a video about how to get Nook Miles in Animal Crossing New Horizons. And don't forget to subscribe because I post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you don't want to miss an upload. Bye!